Red Dwarf on Earth.
The return of Red Dwarf brought with it a lot of surprises, but perhaps the most startling.
Fuck, I've never seen.
Journey into a portal.
Oh, that's stinky. Oh.
Many people think a really good way to create good stories is.
Oh fuck those.
What's the worst possible?
Blue and green screens. Oh.
Real? What are we gonna do?
And I looked at it in a slightly
Oh
different
god, that's why I haven't seen this series.
from the point of view is what's the worst possible thing that could happen to my audience?
What's the worst possible thing that could happen to the show?
The worst possible thing to my audience was somehow what they'd seen wasn't real.
How's this possible?
You've already done that with the
TV series who've somehow
the episode where they were in the VR game and Dwayne Dibley.
And
You've already done it.
Metafiction, if you look at fourth wall stories, and they've been going since the 9th century, I think, with Arabian Nights. And,
I'm sick of meta stuff.
6 characters in search of
Every
author and
cunt now,
League of Gentlemen.
granddaddies do fucking le meta, le multiverse. Like, I'm sick of it.
Genre out there,
Fuck
but
off.
very, very little.
You don't know meta.
Move the fourth wall, and then
All you know is
at the end with
play one shot, Undertale, eat hot chip and lie.
When I first read the script, I was actually worried. I thought, oh God, we've gone back to Earth, and it's all gone a bit sort of weird, and it's all too, it's kind of lost its red dwarfness, and until
Yep.
you get to the end and it spins off. You go, yes, this isn't real. I love that. Well, I'm just a bit thick, really. I mean, I should have worked it out before. A lot of Red Dwarf fans would have worked it out before we even go to Earth.
Yeah, probably. Because I mean, how many times have you done a like?
you did it for me because what
They've gone back to Earth episode,
I'm with this.
or like a VR episode where they think they're on Earth.
No. Oh, you got me. You got me. You sucked me in and did me again, Naylor.
When I read that section of script, in the first draft, and they came back to Earth, my jaw hit the deck because I was thinking, it can't happen.
he said, I've read that first script, absolutely serious face. He said, that's going to make a lot of people really angry, And I looked
Yep.
at him expecting him to laugh or twinkle.
Well, not a lot of people, because by the time this came out, Red Dwarf kind of lost its cultural ennui, didn't it? I mean, if this was like 2011, 2012, like,
I think there's
who was watching new Red Dwarf at that
no
point?
one's really going to buy the fact that I'm making them all fictitious characters, and I'm going to completely undermine the whole previous 52 shows and leave everyone completely bereft and furious.
Yeah, I don't think
They did.
that many people were watching
Clash
to
of fiction and reality more noticeable than in a local sci-fi shop,
get that
where the crew found more than one fan waiting for
reaction.
them.
It was my first day Ding, and it was very difficult having come out of a sort of secure studio, even though it had been very difficult shooting green screen for 4 days. It was our first day out on location.
The comic shop was something we discussed a lot right from the beginning.
Green screen plus the move to
in the studio.
things being shot in HD
Eventually,
and 2K plus.
Recce, and we found somewhere called They Walk Amongst Us.
Green screen and blue screen just looks like fucking shit.
With the name.
Anything above
Just thought it was such
the resolutions it was originally intended for,
who actually would do it.
i.e.
Had problems with
480 and below.
We had problems with members of the
Like,
public
just go and watch.
going on, and because our first
Well,
shot was out,
I don't even know.
it was very obvious that we
Go and watch any fucking film made in the past decade,
a piece
and it all just looks like every single person's shot on a fucking blue screen, green screen, shot in 4K, the cinema red fucking cameras. And it just looks like shit. Everyone just looks like a fucking cutout on obviously bad fucking UE5 engine fucking assets.
It's a very small.
This is what happens when I decide to comment on things.
50 odd people. So even on a minimal crew,
Before having my scoom for the day, man. So I'm all grumpy.
I was sitting on the floor and the sound man was in the back.
I don't mean to be that way, I'm sorry.
Small, so half the crew had to stand outside on the pavement. There was some restaurant we used that was halfway down the road for their toilet facilities, which was truly the most gruesome place ever to actually have to use.
I am playing Noddy. As far as I know, he doesn't have a surname.
Noddy?
He's fine.
Isn't
Beyonce. Obviously,
isn't that like an old
the
British
He's a huge, big red dwarf.
puppet kid show, something naughty, like he's an elf in a car?
You know, we
I don't know.
down the path of the leather jacket headbanger, but actually the fact he worked in the science fiction
The old headbanger hanger, mate.
that he would wear an iconic Red Dwarf t-shirt.
Listening to music? No. Why?
Jez absolutely nailed it. It was one of those great moments where we went in and they started to do just a run through, and then everyone started to laugh, and I got really sort of panic stricken because the laughs were so big and so long. I actually wrapped it up because sometimes in those situations it can never be funnier than that again, so it's sort of all the energy goes.
He was just brilliant. That was perfect pitch for that part. It was just perfect. It was. He was, and with the t-shirt on as well. He was just yes.
I mean, he just fell straight into the rhythm and the vibe of the acting that, you know, goes hand in hand with Red Dwarf.
And how are you playing it? Is there any voice? Is there any...
There is a voice, yeah, because it's not mine. The show is not mine. Had you seen it before? It's not mine. So yeah, it is voiced character and in vision as well. I'm using my body and face and stuff.
Holy shit.
And,
Cool. I should see that.
Going imaginatively for a sort of northeastern accent, which is where I'm from.
One of those hit guest characters, I think. I think he'll go down as one of the classics.
Flesh and blood acting
Who?
is one thing, but it was an artificial co-star that stole the limelight in the show's diving bell scenes.
What the fuck is that? I haven't seen any Red Dwarf past like maybe series
Made of plastic.
8 or 9.
When they hit you.
I think the one I really last remember watching was probably
play, and then from that we've
Kachansky on the Prison Planet one, maybe one series after that as well. I don't know.
paint it in
Really, it's like the first 8 that are the money do, aren't they?
together. We then
Anyway,
a soft foam. We peel out the tentacles.
I'm going to go do a wee
We then have to
pause for a second, but it won't seem like I've gone away because the recording's paused. Oh, that's been down number.
There was also a lot of kind of just beating the cast to death with guys on the floor whacking tentacles.
Oh, it's good. Maybe I should actually watch this. Could watch all the later Red Dwarfs that I've not given a go before.
And then I looked at it and it just looked kind of plain in the fight, just looked a bit sad. And so I then went off and shot a load of the real tentacles on green screen. And then we added those in. And then Mike...
That looks very obviously added on.
And do 3 CGI tentacles coming up out of the exit hole.
Oh.
During the Leviathan's attack, Rimmer was providing able voice support, including a few lines...
See, all these gags would have worked so much better shot on fucking film or VHS. At that lower res, you've got so much more room for error and just shoddy looking effects actually looking decent.
My own anorakism.
And now that we're in the 4K Ultra HK Plus era, you can't get away with shit anymore. Every pixel is painfully visible.
The camshafts are also titanium, and they're coated. This is unbelievable. That shaft's different from the 68 model, the original.
Show me more funny tentacles, man.
We haven't had too much time to really, you know, sort of...
Watching line reads is like
it's been quite a tight schedule, so
watching improvisational comedy
time where we
at a live theatre, isn't it?
get out of each other.
I prefer seeing it as a show.
Any comedy show
better.
ever that's been shot without any rehearsal time. Well, no, I tell a lie. We had 2 hours. We did the read-through with the 4 guys.
Hey, I mean, just speaking of improvisational comedy.
Characters, which is always horrific. Hearing your lines for the first time read by non-actors. So we had the read-through, and then we had, it was hardly any time at all. And we rehearsed the sitting in the car scene, the car landing scene.
Alright, I'm bored. I'm going to go play a game now. Bye.